Welcome into a new edition of Hit Sticks here on DallasCowboys.com. Barry Church, Isaiah Stanback, I'm Kyle Yeomans, where we continue to merge Madden and reality into a learning experience for all of you at home. Today we talk about one of the strengths of the Dallas Cowboys, the running back position. Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, probably one of the better duos in the NFL. Isaiah, you got a leg up in this one. Let's hit it on Hit Sticks. With one of the best running back duos in the NFL with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, it's a possibility that we're going to see some 20 personnel from the Dallas Cowboys. I think we should see some 20 personnel from the Cowboys this year. But Isaiah, in Madden, and then also with, of course, the Cowboys in real life, how can you utilize that to make some different points on your offense?
Yeah, 20 personnel is not something that you see too often in the league. However, when you have the personnel to really highlight these players, it's something that you want to go to as a changeup. The downside to 20 personnel is you're really not that protected, right? You're taking away that tight end. So again, 20 personnel, 2 running backs, 0 tight ends, 3 wide receivers. So we bring in TP, we leave Zeke in, we take Schultz off, or we take Jarwin off, and we leave our 3 dogs out there at the receiver position. So you're literally putting your 5 most athletic guys on the field, which can be, a nice little speed racer for you. However, you are susceptible to blitz. So how you feeling?
This 20 personnel right here has got to be one of the hardest personnel to defend, because if you bring your nickel package out there, because like you said, you got 5 of your most explosive offensive weapons out there. So you want to match those receivers with DBs. So if you bring in your extra nickel in there, you're susceptible to the run. You're vulnerable against that run. But like you said, when you bring in those 2 backs, you're not very protected, so you're vulnerable against the blitz. So what I'm going to try to do here, I might try to heat you up. I might play man-to-man. We'll see what happens. But our linebackers last year were definitely liabilities in the pass against, the running backs coming out of the backfield and making routes. And when you got Zeke on one side and you got Pollard on the other, it creates a small dilemma. So let's see what we can do.
Pick your poison. All right, here we go. We got our speed package out here, y'all. So 20 personnel, you guys see it right here. Okay, we got Lamb in the slot, Gallup and Coop on the outside, Pollard and Zeke split backs. Okay, what is he going to do on defense? Now, you guys see right here, the only person that can stick anybody out here are straight linebackers. If I was to motion Zeke or Pollard out, only people that could bump out is a linebacker or that safety has to come down. Oh, you see it right there, okay? So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take Zeke. I'm going to line him up right there. All right, and then I know right now that I'm man-to-man. Oh, okay. Little options. Boom, let's see what we got. We got action. Okay, outside. Boom, we got action, coach. Backside, back shoulder.
Oh!
Let's go. Get up in there.
Nice. And there, my friends, that's just when you have better offense than defense. I mean, the quarterback put the ball precisely where he needed to be. Everybody was covered up, but what a heck of a back shoulder throw. I'll let you break that down, but that was amazing.
All right, so you guys see I moved Zeke out here to the left side in the slot position. He made the adjustments on defense, all right, to make sure that he wasn't man-to-man on the linebacker, which is what we were looking for. When you go into a split back personnel grouping, right, when you're coming down there in that 20 personnel, automatically you're looking, hey, running backs on linebackers. Right? I want my running backs on the linebackers. But he made the adjustment. All right, I see that. He got a jam on Zeke right here. You guys see he got a jam on Zeke. I had put him on a hot route. Okay, I was going to cross his face, but he did a great job covering him. But when you do that, who do you leave one-on-one?
Guys on an island.
Come on, man. The next highest paid guy on the field aside from your quarterback, okay? And he's highest paid for a reason. So we got Coop over here, with a clean release on the second year digs. Okay, in second year, he's seen a little bit more than he saw last year, but not enough. Hit him with the sluggo. And now all of a sudden, I caught BC in a single high safety with a safety long ways away from being able to help on his backside. Hit him with the sluggo, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's go to the house, baby.
Oh, it's such a hard offense to defend. And right there, I know I put Diggs on an island out there because I believe in him. I believe that he can go out there and lock down that receiver. But when you got time like that back there with Dak Prescott, he's able to look off receivers. He's able to pump fake defensive backs. It's kind of hard for a defender to cover a guy for 3 seconds, let alone 5 seconds back there. And Coop, being one of the best route runners there is in the NFL, put him in a blender, a stop and go. And like you said, that whole safety was nowhere to be found. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
All right, you let me get you on that one, BC. All right, so now you guys saw exactly why 20 personnel is dangerous, okay? We're looking for those linebackers to match up against our backs, and if you do want to do that, we have man-to-man with our goons, and we have 3 goons on the outside. So I'm going to give you another chance, BC. I'm going to give you another chance to play some defense on me, okay?
Okay, let's see what you did right there. I see you. So you're still in that 20 personnel, so I'm going to stick with my nickel package because I'm Because even against the run, I feel like Jordan Lewis at that nickel, he's one of those rare guys that's able to play the run and as well as the pass, being a defensive back. He has kind of linebacker traits in him. So I'm going to keep him on the field. I'm comfortable with him out there knowing if it's a run, he can stick his nose in there because we've seen that done in the past. But I'm going to go ahead and pick this play, put some spice on it, and let's see what you can do with it. I don't know if you can handle what I'm throwing at you right now.
All right, now you guys see now what I tell you guys in the very beginning of the episode, we are susceptible to pressure, right? Because we only have 5 down linemen.
Yep.
Okay, so if he brings 2 guys from anywhere, we're in trouble. So you want to always make sure that you have some kind of a hot route option, right, to make sure you get out of trouble while still having enough protection to get some options down the field. Right now, I'm looking in the slot right over CD. I don't like that. The guy's pressured. He's pressing him, and he's inside leverage with safety over the top. My antennas are up right now, BC. I feel like you're bringing pressure off the right side.
Who knows?
We're going to see, though. Here we go. Got out. Here we go.
Oh! And what a job done by the defensive end right there. He was able to clog all that up. Ezekiel Elliott, as we see right here, he's not able to get a clean release.
Yeah.
That was a good play call by Isaiah right there, because if he was able to get a clean release, I mean, he's off to the races. All that's there is Jalen Smith right there. So that defensive end was able to do a great job there. He kind of sniffed it out. He kind of played soft on Tyron Smith right there, clogged it all up. I was able to get that defensive line in Dak Prescott's face because half of his offensive linemen are going to block on the screen right there.
Absolutely.
So we sped him up. We made it so he had to get rid of the ball quick. The defensive end was able to do a great job right there, getting the throwing lane, incomplete pass. One for the good guys.
Okay, so I want to elaborate, Barry, on something that you and Isaiah have both talked about throughout the episode so far, and that's clean release for an offensive player. Defensively on Madden, there's a way for you to press up with the multitude, even, I guess, if you wanted to say with the edge rushers as well, the multitude of your defenders can have the surety that the offense does not have a clean release. One, what is the positive of doing so? And 2, how do you do that in Madden?
Yeah, Kyle, right here in their 20 personnel, you get a lot of screens. That's a big screen personnel because you have both running backs out there. You have 2 options of guys that can catch the ball in the backfield and make plays. So as a defense, you want to make sure you got to muddy up those waters. You got to make sure you jam that up and make sure your defensive ends are keying on those running backs because 20 personnel is not something you see every day. So you got to have your antennas up. So I'm here with the defensive end on the left side right here. And in Madden, I'm going to go ahead and make that adjustment to make sure that he is watching over that screen and that he's not just rushing up the field so Dak can have a clean release for Ezekiel Elliott and he can catch that ball and go 80 yards like he did against the Steelers. So what I'm going to do here is I clicked on the defensive end right there and I'm going to click my left stick to the left. That means he's going to be in the hard flat. That means this guy is covering everything that leaks out to the flat. He might stay on Tyron Smith there for a little bit just to keep a presence, but he knows if anything leaks to that flat, he's got to take him. So let's see what that can do.
Oh, I can't even get it off. But as you guys saw, he did a great job not only pressuring the quarterback with the screen, right? He must have been on defense saying, alert, alert, screen. All right, they came with the pressure once our offensive line vacated. But I want everybody to pay close attention to the defensive end right here. All right, the defensive end, as you saw, he made the adjustment to go ahead and get in the flat. Right, boom, as we run this play, he's not coming up the field, right? He's not coming out the field. He's taking a step. He's reading. As soon as he sees those offensive linemen coming out, right, the guard, center, and the left and the other right guard coming out, he knows something's nasty coming out. So he's coming straight out to the flat. He's making it impossible. Even if Dak had time to release the ball, he's not going to throw that ball. You'll see that ball going right at Zeke's feet. Go on to the next down.
So we just proved that it's not necessarily as easy to run a 20 personnel in Madden as it is maybe in real life. But we do have another fan question. This time Isaiah gets a chance to answer one. So we actually got this from Bluff City Cowboys. He asked, which is better for you to run? Is it 21 personnel or 12 personnel with all the talent that the Cowboys have at the tight end and the running back position?
Yeah, that's very tough. That's very tough. I would say right off the back, though, I'm going to go ahead and go with 21 personnel just because of the versatility that it gives you, right? I mean, it's a nice base offense. You can run the ball, you can pass the ball, you can run your play action. Usually when you go on 20 personnel, you're kind of limited, right? You're kind of limited to your outside zone running plays, and then you're limited to your flat routes and your option routes in terms of your running backs there. So you're more protected when it comes down to just your base offense with 21.
Okay, so but would you run it in Madden over 12 personnel?
You know, in a third down situation, I like 20. I like 20 personnel. You know why? Because BC is going to try to heat you up, and I'm a hot route all day long.
Talking about hot routes, we've got something very special for you coming in the next episode of Hit Sticks. Stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. We've got one more show until training camp. He's Isaiah Stanback. He's Barry Church. I'm Kyle Yeomans. That does it for us here on Hit Sticks.